What's up, everybody? Matt Fishman here, Senior Expert Gameplay Extraordinaire at Boss Key Productions, coming back at you with another dev tutorial video, this time talking about the Gunslinger class. Alright, so let's get into it. Gunslinger really excels at 1v1ing. All of his damage is single target, so you're going to want to pick out targets at a distance, not take on too many people at once, and generally try to duel. The other great thing about Gunslinger is that he's got excellent in-combat mobility. So while he can't necessarily cross the map quite as fast as some other classes, in combat he's extremely hard to lay down, and he's got great damage potential. Alright, let's talk about your weapons here. Your primary weapon is the Alpha Machine Pistol. This thing is a 3-shot burst projectile weapon that's going to deal pretty decent damage and is really effective at softening up targets or finishing off targets who are already low. It's got great precision, no spread on there, and has no damage fall off, so it's great for poking at range. And your alt fire here is the Omega Hand Cannon. Now there's two ways to fire this thing. One way you can just tap the fire button and it's going to do just a general shot like that. But you can also press and hold the fire button to do a charge shot that deals increased damage. The charge shot also has increased range and no fall off, so it's great for sniping. One thing to note about these guns too is that you can reload them independently. So a great way to use them is to lay down a little bit of poke with the Alpha and reload this thing while, you know, laying down some more damage with the Omega and having essentially no downtime. You can also combo them with a little left-right gameplay there. Players get up in your face. That left-right gunslinging style is going to put out just an insane amount of damage from up close. A little bit like that. Melting right down. Alright, let's get into your abilities here. So your main ability is called Warp, and this thing is extremely versatile. So I'm going to talk, about some different things that it can do. So mainly, number one, it will warp you a short distance along your aim direction. So I can aim up and it'll warp me along that direction. I can also do this little fadeaway like that. And also in the strafe directions as well, you can use this for dodging rockets by going left and right. So in general, super versatile. And you can also use the jump button to warp straight up. So if a rocket's coming right at your face, you can, boom, warp right above it like that. Great for getting around the map. Not necessarily as fast as other classes, even though you do have 3 charges, but in combat this makes you really hard to lock down. You can dodge all sorts of damage and be difficult to hit. Alright, let's talk about your second ability, the Tack Knife. Now this thing does 2 main things. Number one, if you actually hit enemies with it, it does quite a bit of damage, and especially headshot damage. So I'm going to line that up. Boom. Once it hits, it's going to reveal enemies for a short duration. It's also great as a scouting tool, so when it hits geometry, it's going to ping, and any enemies that are in range are going to be revealed. So let's see if I can get this thing going again, see if I can scout with it here. Just throw it out, get that cooldown, boom, right through that wall. I know he's there, makes it really effective to line up a snipe as he comes around the corner. Alright, and finally, your ultimate ability is called the Equalizer. Now this thing is going to turn your weapons into super versions of themselves, putting out pretty much massive DPS for a few seconds. This is great for burning down tanks or other high health characters, but it will leave you vulnerable during the windup. So be careful about when you pop that thing. Alright, let's see if we can talk about some of the extra things this class can do. So one cool thing is that you can blind fire while firing your Alpha at the same time. So I can press blind fire and continuously fire my pistol while firing in 2 directions at once. Obviously pretty difficult to hit 2 people at once with it, but definitely possible. And another really cool thing about this is that you have a special warp combo. If you fire your weapons directly out of warp, you'll get this special shot that deals increased damage in that window. Now, really great for lining that up. If you can warp right at somebody, just like that. Pretty difficult to do it from a strafe, but certainly possible. And I think that about covers it for the Gunslinger class. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. You should be slanging guns with the best of them in no time. Make sure you hit us up on social at Lawbreakers on Twitter, lawbreakers.com. And from everyone here on the team, peace out. Owned.